Been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
White down. White 88. You're not ready. You're not ready. Shit. It's running.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
We're good. 280. Easy. Kill. Hey, foxtrot.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Complete to Bryant. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Hines, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 3. Let's go, defense. Yeah.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hill. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Justice Hill, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Carr will find Metcalf. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Here's Breida, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, high 7.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Get it.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
29.
Go, go.
56. Mike's 56.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
No. Off. Later 2. Switch it. Come on. Switch it.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
93. Hey, echo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Express.
Hey, exit.
To throw his Carr. That'll be complete to Breida. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
60 out, ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Express. Check.
Hey, Zoo.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Carr. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Jones, throwing again on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Carr. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Cowboys 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
93. 93.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's caught by Bryant. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 55. Mike 55. You better be afraid of me.
Shotgun now for Carr. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now, 185. I got you. I got you. Undercut. Undercut.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
37-yard line.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 280.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
That keeps the score, Falcons 26.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, hey, hey.
Now a give right side. It's Hines, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Set, ready. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D. Mike 3. Mike 3. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 3.
Hey, orbit.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Defense.
Throwing Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Pull it together. Watch out, watch out.
Roll out.
Check 9, check 9.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Right there in the middle, 55. Man, I got you.
This is Breida. And he's got Rome. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Breida, 34 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And now it's blocked. And thankfully the offense able to recover, but the extra point attempt foiled. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm coming.
Let go.
Jones operating from the gun. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Got it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
59.
Mike 3, Mike 3.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Blue Dan, Blue Dan.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And he'll find Hall. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
Rock it.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for Perriman, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On play action, it's Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Raider 9.
Hey, high 7.
Express. 56. Check. Here we go.
On play action. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Jones on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
0-0, Mike 3. All right, D, let's turn. All right, D. Mike 3. Let's go.
Jones now. Throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Hey, echo.
Now a play fake. Carr. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Slam.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 36 yards on the play.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
Now.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
We're good, we're good. You're 180.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to